Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. Today we are dropping in to break through our own personal glass ceilings, the many, many that we create and have and don't even realize that are there. Oh, the sky is big, it is bright. Your potential is even bigger and brighter. And I just want your energy to be able to go to it and flow to it and you to fly like a bird so you can receive it and explore and be all that you came here to be. So let's do it. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath in, nice big exhale, another nice deep breath in, nice big exhale. And as you do it, just feel the room, feel the environment around you. Go ahead, let's activate our light link, imagining the sun shining down on your face. You feel the room and the environment all around, imagining that sun turning on, imagining it like an orb hovering just above your head as it turns on, shining brightly down upon you, and breathing in and out. Ah, nice big exhale. Here we go. As you imagine the sun, I want to have you have it melt all around you, melt in through your aura, feeling it illuminating your aura and melting in like liquid golden water. Next, feeling it illuminating, melting in your skin like an elixir, like lotion. And your skin is absorbing the hydration, the nourishment, the light of the sun, and having it melt into your inner energy body, all the way down and into your mind. And from your mind, as though it's rolling down your neck like liquid honey, down your throat, helping you taste the sweetness of life, and all the way out and through into your feet, through the bones, through the energy centers, through the auric field, connecting to the earth, connecting to your feet, the roots, as we shift our focus to the earth and the crystal quartz at the center of the earth. Go ahead and have your mind just eliminate the density between you and the crystal quartz, as though there's no need to trace it down and through the earth, honoring that telluric realm that we focused in on yesterday and all of the spirit keepers, and just feeling your light body as one big continuous body expression of the earth. And feeling that crystal quartz now and the energy as you release the density of who you are and fully feel yourself melting into just being a light being and feeling the earth beneath your feet and noticing that it's more so a shift in color of light than it is a connection. Letting the earth and its luminescent light energy pulse up towards you. Letting yourself feel this expression like a heartbeat. And so taking a moment and listening for the sounds of the earth so you know you have that connection. Maybe it's man-made sounds like cars or an air conditioner going by. Maybe it's not man-made sounds and it's the sound of a bird singing, or maybe you imagine wind in the trees, or even better, waves crashing against the shore. Wherever the sound of nature is for you, You are nature. So let yourself find it as you find your breath, coming all the way into your heart, and allowing yourself to express as that nature. What parts of you are functioning subconsciously? Your blood flow, your heartbeat, your breath. Feel each of those things inside of you now. And then listen for the sound of energy moving through your body, not just the heartbeats or the pulsing or the swoosh of blood, but also that life force energy, the heartbeat of the earth echoing in your cells. And as we prepare our journey for today, I want to have you feel into yourself as this energy being, as though you're in, I'm going to say in an egg, but that egg is not, well, in some cases, maybe it is dense. So I'm not going to tell you it's not dense and you can't see out. But I want to have you come to center, just be in the center of the earth and the heavens and the golden light above. And call in the energy center of your glass ceiling, because make no mistake, it absolutely is an energy center. 1,000,000%. It is beyond the aura. It is a field, like a force field around you. And for some of you, especially if you live in a heavily populated area, a lot of concrete in the city, that sort of thing, it may have a much more dense structure to it, maybe harder to identify. If you're in nature, it could be more porous if you spend a lot of time in nature or in the woods. So find that force field, and it may look like a dome. That's the best way to think of it, is not just an egg, but a dome surrounding you. And the next thing we're going to do is play with some of your spiritual technology, meaning those advanced pieces of your energy field that you maybe didn't remember are there. I want to have you feel the way we activate these. I call them the ribbons. They have a technical name, not worth getting into for now, but these ribbons flow off of us, much like if your hair were super long and to be blowing in the wind. Except it is like antenna, they are ribbons, and they can be over 30 feet, they can be 100 feet, they can be as long as you allow them to be. And like antenna, they blow in the wind, they reach out and they feel. And these antenna, the deeper your roots, the further up, the longer they become. And they are our points of quantum connection, meaning they run the interface in advanced spiritual technology. So if you're just about your day to day and you don't do a lot of energy work, it may take you a moment and they may feel really short. They're just like, oh yeah, maybe 5 feet. You can sense them. There's no right or wrong. Oftentimes they look like rainbow colors. They're very bright and brilliant if you're a visual person. And if you're a feeling person, these antenna, again, they feel like your hair being really long and just blowing. And you can sense them off of your shoulders, off of the top of your head, all the way off of your spine. They'll flow down and off of the spine as well. They aren't like hair, though the hair can symbolize them oftentimes. So again, you don't have to have an exact visual, but we're going to play with these in just a moment. And we're going to turn them on by next coming down into your roots. And I had said, imagine standing in the center of the crystal quartz, skip the telluric realm and the earth and all of those components. I want to have you feel into just standing as though you're standing in the center of a luminescent pool of light. And you can feel your roots. The antennae are the branches almost, except branches are sturdy and solid. These are flowing, like I said, like ribbons. And feel those branches beneath your feet. I'm sorry, those roots beneath your feet. And feel them drinking in that luminescent light of the earth. It may seem a little bit like the ocean and its waves very much are a good symbol for the heartbeat of the earth. We're deeper than that, but if you need help finding your way into those roots and what that luminescent field is coming out of, that can be a good symbol to help you get there. And those roots drinking up as though they have been in a drought. And as they continue to drink, what do? They fill up those antennae. And those antennae, like the branches of the tree, try to swim around, try to grow beyond the dome that has been set for you. So taking a moment and allowing yourself to feel and imagine those branches, those antennae, the ribbons, trying to find their way out as though they've hit their tops, they've hit their glass ceiling. I'm going to talk for a moment about this glass ceiling. I want you to keep just working these visuals between the roots and trying to push higher. See how your ribbons grow and go. They shift. Breathing in and out. And as you gaze upon that dome around you, know that it is not a bad thing. We often think of our glass ceiling like we've hit it and we can't go beyond, and we label it with negative context, but it has a very specific construct. It is protection. It is a mechanism that gets that in a field, typically for good reason. As you feel yourself expanding into now this tree, I want to have you take a step back into a space of observation. And in that space of observation, imagining yourself as this beautiful being of light flowing, growing, and caught in a snow globe. So seeing yourself within this snow globe. Maybe you see yourself as the tree that is continuing to grow but can't expand beyond its limits. Or maybe you see these ribbons streaming off that when you shake up the snow globe, can move around and things can happen. Observing yourself from outside of your field for a few more moments as we come back into the dome and the snow globe. And so growth, new horizons, new frontiers, breaking through our glass ceiling doesn't just happen automatically sometimes for us. Oftentimes it can be others. It can be heartbreak. It can be things not working out. That dome is also programming in based on our beliefs and what we're working toward. It's the outer field of our energy, the points of connection. And if we are pretty fixed in our ways, even if we're not fixed in our ways and we're just trying to bring it all together, but there's still pieces, things that we can't see. Oftentimes it's just this field is needing to fracture, to crack, to allow for the growth to happen, for more light to come in. So we're going to break through it. I want you to come back into your ribbons. And the reason why I wanted you to feel these is because when you may get new visuals inside of your snow globe, inside of your dome, these ribbons are what connect us to nature. You imagine walking in the woods. How is it that you can sense and feel the energy of the trees, not just your auric fields and all of your gifts? How is it that you can maybe speak with the trees or feel the energy through the ocean? Your ribbons, like I said, are antennae. They are a visual or a fun visual representation of several chakras inside of your crown chakra and your pineal gland. We have sub-nadi points, if you will. And these antennae are extensions of highly refined aspects of our chakras. And so they are receiving and tuning in to the most subtle of frequencies, like the tips of the tree and a leaf at the tip of a tree, or a butterfly or a bird, giving you that extra sensory perception, things that you shouldn't be able to see, that you seemingly have an ability to feel in your heart and connect to. It's the function of these ribbons. And so as they find the top of your glass ceiling, let them feel around for the fissures in the crack. Let them feel for maybe there is an opening, and like an oak tree or seed coming up through the cracks in the ground and then breaking the concrete as it becomes bigger and bigger and stronger, breaking the earth. Let these ribbons find their own way through these cracks and these fissures. Taking a moment, you may feel it like a certain side of your body up above you has, as though all of the ribbons are kind of organizing and streaming to one spot, one crack that's open. You want to help them out though. So I want to have you imagine a lightning bolt. It's going to be different for everyone. I'm going to give you some options. Imagining you being that oak tree that cracks your way out as the ribbons make their way through the fissures in the cracks, clearing the path for all of your energetic body. It may be that you decide to get out a golden sledgehammer and pound your way through, or imagine building a ladder of some kind, or embracing your wings to get up and to clean and inspect that dome. But oftentimes at this level, and for what we are up to today, domes are built on beliefs. And the core belief that I think that is here for and up for grabs and negotiation inside of your consciousness is, are you a starseed? Are you a creator, a being of light? And I know logically your answer is yes. But there's still, for all of us, something that keeps us from projecting down the straight and narrow, down into that one star system, if you will. If we were to launch our rocket ship and go, something in our beliefs that is no fault of our own. It just is part of the programming, part of the nature of being the pioneers. We are here to be the ones that break through, to have the breakthroughs and to break through. And so let yourself feel this power, draw your power, rise up that crystal quartz, not just of and from the earth, but to your heart. Don't go to it. Demand the power of the earth. Summon it. Call it to you. Call your energy reserves in. Fill those ribbons of light. Remember, you have this power, and you also have the power to ask for help. And that's where a lightning bolt from the outside could come in, or even better, summoning your ability to make lightning strike. Claim your destiny as a being, as a creator being. Trust your ability to break through this glass ceiling with nothing other than the force and the power of who you are, so refined and concentrated. And so the visual that comes to mind is you standing firm, firmly rooted, and through your hands, you blast that lightning bolt, allowing the fissure in the glass of that dome above you to take hold. Pop when the pressure and the heat rises and is too great. Again, calling all of your energy in. And if you're not in nature, calling it in from the nature in your home and your environment around you, calling it in from all those you've loved and helped along the way and all those known and unknown. Just draw your life force in. Organize it, pull it in, harness it, claim it, focus it. Like a laser beam. As you guys are adapting this, it's now shifting from lightning bolts and sparks of light coming out of your hands, but a laser beam of golden. Actually, it's a different color for everyone. I'm seeing many different colors, but it does look like a laser beam projecting from you, specifically up on that dome, on that glass ceiling, making a precise incision now, hitting the exact spot, the weak spot that will pop it open. And as it does, like sands, as though the glass eviscerates and melts like sand through the sands of time. Time melts away. And memories rise to the surface. And loops and circumstances that you thought would never close find closure. As you feel yourself following this path of this laser beam, as you feel the ribbons suddenly bursting forth and free, as though they can reach out and reach the highest of the high of the high. And drink from the sun and drink from the cosmos as you drink from the earth. Your ribbons becoming focalized, leaving the path as the dome disappears and your field begins to encode itself with new glyphs, with new memories, with new energy. All because you chose a few moments ago to remember and to call in the force of creation that you possess as a creator being, as a starseed, as a wielder of celestial light. And I know it's fun and it's easy to do it in our meditation, but we are drawing in the metas through this work. The metas of the power of your light when you choose to draw on your resources and focalize your energy. And I know a lot of you have dreams and goals and things that you're trying to call in, and you're working, taking tons of action and diligently focusing. Let yourself feel for a moment into the timelines of those dreams and those visions. Let yourself feel these ribbons guiding you forward, calling on, reaching out to, through the ethers, the person, the opportunity, the breakthrough in the situation to help you bring those things into fruition and form. And as we settle into completion of our meditation, I want to have you feel yourself as an oak, as that oak tree, as that tree of life, with the birds landing in your branches, with the whisper of the wind in the trees, and with your roots drooping, drinking deeply, and with your height and your reach having extended far beyond whatever the human constructs were, as you allow yourself to embrace the world through the lens of your potential as a starseed, not just as a human, but as a starseed. Another nice deep breath in as you make your way all the way back to the room and to the moment. This incredible journey of life as you harness your light for the day, as you see those lightning bolts released from your hands, as you write and you type and you tap things on your phone, as you see new paths open and seemingly things between you and your destiny just dissolving that are not part of the path. And as you feel closure in many of the loops that came and went, and with that closure, as you feel healing and completion, as all things do, the completion of a circle of life, completion of a timeline of relationships, and a settling in your heart that all is good. That time and that place, you can see yourself now as the star-seeded being versus the human who was learning to become a star seed. And so with that, my loves, may you find the highest expression of your light today, in the next days, the next month, as you go out and you do your work in service to the light, honored and revered and loved, allowing your warrior heart to embolden you. Make no mistake, when we take down these glass ceilings, we are forging a path out and across new frontiers. Let yourself receive that. That's namaste. So much love. In Mukesh Alakim.